What's going on, guys? It's Zhaiv. In this video, we're going to talk about the changes to ranked coming in the next patch. Kind of weird for my channel because I don't play ranked at all, but with the changes that are coming, it's kind of making me think of playing ranked. There's never been an incentive to play ranked, and now there is. We're going to go over that here in this video, and then I'm going to have just a bunch of questions that were asked to Jared, just clips back to back of good information I thought you guys would like to hear about the changes to ranked. So if you guys didn't know, every 6 weeks we get a new patch, and every 6 weeks we also get a new update show, which is hosted by someone from the board or a rogue partner, and they bring on Jared, lead designer of the game, and they talk about the patch, and the community can ask Jared questions, the rogue partners and the board members can ask Jared questions, so we can get a little more information. But in this video, it's going to be mostly just clips of people asking Jared questions that I thought were really good questions for ranked. They're all from Kingstuh stream. I'm going to have his link to his channel down below and the VOD if you guys are going to watch the whole thing. It's about 2 hours long, maybe 3. There's some good questions for casuals and ranked, but I think this was mainly a ranked update show, which was really good. If you guys ever want to catch the update shows, make sure you follow Jared on Twitter. I'll have it on screen, and also make sure you follow Rogue Company on Twitter as well. They'll be posting them on Twitter when the dates are for those live shows. Yeah, let's move into the rank changes real quick. These are going to be the ranked changes coming into the game next patch. If you guys didn't know, right off the bat, we're getting ranked leaderboards, top 500 rogue ranked. And once you get to rogue ranked, after that, you'll be fighting on a leaderboard of top 500 players. And there's now rewards in ranked, as you can see here. Play 30 matches of rank, you get a Devil Dema icon. If you get to rogue ranked, you get shiny and chrome cannon outfit. If you reach top 500, you get this new Brimstone Sahara mythic, which looks sick. I'm not a fan of the Sahara personally, but it does look really cool. And then you get the Rainbow Dust Dema outfit for top 500 ranked as well. But this is great. I think this gives it a lot of incentive for people to play ranked. There's actually rewards. There's a leaderboard to grind for, which honestly is why I want to play. I don't really care for the rewards unless, you know, Phantom skin or LR15 skin. There's little changes as well, though, that we have. You must be account level 25 and own 12 rogues in order to participate in ranked, which I think is good. It'll keep out the newer players from just jumping in and giving free elo or tanking your games. 10 qualifier matches to be placed in a ranked tier. Qualifying players will be able to party up with people who are gold 1. So what I think is if you're gold 1, you can play with anybody that's platinum, diamond, and rogue, which is okay, I guess. That'll help queue times in some sort of way. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I think this next patch is going to be really good for ranked. The incentive is there to play with the top 500 alone. So maybe I'll see you guys in ranked. Probably not ever strikeout, but demo. Now I'm going to move the video over to clips from Kingstuh stream where people were asking questions to Jared about the leaderboards and what other changes are going to be happening in ranked. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe. That's a wrap. No chicken. Appreciate your time. Oh, and go follow Kingstuh down below. There will be a link to his channel and the VOD if you want to watch the whole thing.
Oh, that is a good question, Brad. Straight in. So leaderboards when? So I guess I'll leave this one with you, Jared.
So as you kind of showed off some of the ranked awards that we have, 2 of them are tied to a leaderboard that we'll be introducing during the first season that players will be able to view and access through the official Rogue Company website. There will be a way to access it through the client and be able to keep up to date on who the top Rogue ranked players are. And at the end of the season, the top X and Y, those numbers will be determined at a future date, will be the ones to get one or both of the rewards based on how high they are placed. Yeah, ranked leaderboards are on their way. And that's just the start of leaderboards.
Right, so Rizran, leaderboards based on what? And is it in the game or like website leaderboard?
So the leaderboards will be right now, the current leaderboards that we'll introduce to you guys will be accessible through our website. It'll be displayed. You'll see like a whole list of the top players descending from the amount of RP that you have, which is roughly derived from your win-loss ratios, as you know. For those who have achieved rogue rank, as you guys know and see, there's a little number on your little icon that, you know, goes up and down as you win and lose games, and that's the metric that we will go off of for your placement in the leaderboard. Hey, DN Street, show me what you're talking about for Modern Warfare 2. I want to see. But yeah, we're watching it for cheaters, and it's something that I've observed in other games that do have leaderboards that, like, yeah, you can blatantly see whether or not this person's fudging the numbers or exploiting it in some way, and it's something that we'll keep an eye on.
Question from Bunny. So they have said, do you have to finish, for example, in the top 500, or do you just have to hit within the top 500?
So this will be at the end of the season. We will grab those top X and Y players and give them those rewards. So yeah, you have to fight for your spot to leaderboard. You need to stay at the top. Something special for #1 in the ranked leaderboards? I'm not telling you. It's a secret.
Jared.
Maybe you should get to number 1. Let's see. Possibility of solo queue ranked solo queue leaderboard. Right now, we can't really distinguish that with how our framework, like the backend framework, sets up for tracking such things. But again, like I said, I want to have a conversation about how we handle solos, duos, 4 stacks, and the like in our game as a whole, because other games handle them in very different ways than we do, and I'm very curious to see if those avenues are worth pursuing or not. So we'll see. Information leaderboards present other than ranked points. That'll be after this ranked one's kind of the first step. I would like to keep working on it and expanding it further for things like who's the person with the most kills or the most damage, or who's the top anvil player, best strikeout guy, so on and so forth. I do want to add that the ranked season will go longer than the update cycle, so we won't be resetting ranked for 3-3 or 3-4. You guys have time to grind and fight for the top placements to get those rewards.
That's quite fitting though as well, with like it being like an event pass. It's an event amongst like the season of ranked, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, typically we always had, like in previous years, we've always had like ranked kind of be lockstep with our battle pass season, but we're trying to split that out a little more so that we can allocate these changes and focus on like the state of the game in a better viewpoint of a longer season for the ranked players.
Ian Street said, in ranked, is solo queue being matched against other solo queue players now? Or is it high size versus high size? Yes.
Can't really give you a hard answer on that one. I would assume that the doors are kind of wide open in terms of the matching against whatever configurations there are. It's whatever fits the skill sets of the teams, and but it is something that I'm thinking about on how to address. I get it, solos versus a 4 stack, totally understand, and that's something that I'll be thinking about and talking with many of you players on the competitive spectrum to better understand.
So we've got Pixie. Any plans on not letting util refresh in demo?
Yeah, I talked about this previously. And it's something that, along with weapon mastery limit restrictions, is something I do want to talk about at length with many of our competitive creators and in our like grassroots tournament circuits, and get their thoughts and sentiments on it, because it's a big decision to make, to kind of have a core gameplay function and rule set diverge from the rest of the game. So yeah, I want to have those conversations very soon, and if we're in alignment on it, definitely want to go forward and putting that work in.
Two bands as well.
Yes, 2
Yeah,
bands.
Yeah. We need to talk about ranked. We barely we talked about the rewards, but the format stuff. With ranked, we've, as you can see here, that we've increased the ban count to 2 for both sides. So a total, like, you can ban out an entire team comp in a match, and I think that's we have 25 rogues, so I think it's time to have an additional ban in the lineup for draft pick for ranked and customs. And then additionally, you probably see a little bit of it in the info screen for ranked when you read it. You're not going to be able to really like very easily test it or experience it in PTS because of the time window you have. But I've increased the requirements for ranked, in that it's went from level 10 to level 25. So you need to be count level 25, and you have to own 12 rogues in order to play ranked officially.
Thank God.
Hopefully that ups the experience requirement to play ranked, and owning more rogues is mainly a requirement because we've increased the amount of bans in the match. So we want to at least raise the minimum requirements that, if you banned everything out and everybody's picked all your characters, you at least have one character to fall back on. No map voting. That is a very, very long development cycle that is not on our list right now to prioritize. I would like for the halftime switch to be back, potentially. But I know that there's a lot of technical issues around that kind of prevent it. So that's my answer for now. Sorry. Yeah, DNA Street. That's the queue dropping stuff in draft picked and ranked. Yep, that's known, and it's on a programmer's highest to-do list for hopefully 3.2, but we'll see. It depends on how monstrous of a task it is to do, but it's something that I definitely want to fix, because I don't want to waste people's time sitting in draft pick.
would rejoining matches, like be able to rejoin if you crash or something, be able to work again in this patch? Like reconnecting to a match?
This patch, no. But we are looking at many of our like reconnect issues and trying to fix those and find improvements in a future patch. Personal opinion on weapon mastery system. In this current ecosystem, this is my personal opinion, as you are asking for it. It dilutes rogue identity and it kind of overcomplicates balance. It's very much a, well, let me just shore up a weakness of my character by picking whatever the best thing is. And it's kind of created this culture of chasing the best thing right now, and weapon abandonment is pretty high instead of adapting. But at the same time, like, players grinding and working hard to unlock a thing and have it is something that's going to be really hard to, if ever we take it away, it'd be not great to do. We need to offer something up instead, but that's why I want to have a dialogue with competitive beats on restricting it for ranked, because ranked should be like our core strict rule set experience, and the less arcadey like ranked is, the better.